This is L8N again. Rashida just had a live stream about the stalkers and the harassers and the death threats. Oh, Rashida. You know, you keep bringing up stuff that's not true, and it's all in your head. Now, you want to call for people to be investigated and stuff like that, and that would solve your problems. Well, let's look at this little scenario here. If they do go in there and they find out that nobody's stalking or harassing you, and it keeps going, what are you going to say then? Nothing? Because they're not going to find anything. Because if there was, they would have already been doing it and done it years ago. Years ago. And the death threats, God, at least show one. Please, show one. That way it would at least legitimize what you're saying. Just one death threat, because you haven't done that. And everybody keeps asking for it. So, and you wanting to say that Tommy threatened you? Tommy never threatened you. Never sent anybody else out after you either. And when he got done with that stream or talking about you, he went on to something else. Just because your name's in the title doesn't mean the whole thing's going to be about you. Because if anybody ever watches TS's videos, he'll have it in his title about one thing, and it'll change 3 or 4 times or more. Now, I'm not going to keep sticking up for Tommy or TS about that, but I will tell you this: you don't want to keep doing that, because you're going to put yourself in a liability spot. And if TS comes after you, you're the one that's going to be in a world of hurt. And again, when it comes to Shitty Greg has nothing to do with TS. It's always been that way. Shitty Greg has said that over and over and over again. You just don't pay attention. You got that selective sometimers memory. Actually, it's never time memory. You just paint a narrative and just keep going with it. But Shitty Greg does nothing with TS. Now, you want to take and bring up Super Saiyan Jim. I've warned you about him before. You don't want to say too much about Super Saiyan Jim. Super Saiyan Jim is a loose cannon. And he will do stuff. And when he says he'll do it, he will do it. And you don't want that problem. Now, I've said before, you only had a little taste of him. Just because you started having these little problems because you went on TS's show doesn't mean that everybody's a fan of TS. Or works or collaborates with him. And I made it very clear in my last video that I have absolutely nothing to do with him. And neither do these other people. But you, however, have a big problem because you're still not showing anything and you're begging for YouTube and the police and the FBI and the CIA and Russia and China to all come in here and investigate, and then you want to get the lawmakers involved. See, that's what happens to weak-minded people like yourself. Weak-minded people have to take it and call for the government to be involved. That's what happens. And freedom of speech stuff. That's weak-minded people, Rashida. That's the definition. Right there. Anyway, this is L8N. We signing out again.